America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
This is episode 156 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. I'm Joe Parisi. I have prepared for you 3 fast-paced rounds of pop culture trivia, 7 questions per round with just 5 seconds between questions for you to think of the answers. Round 1 today is a music round, then we'll do a television round, and close things out today with a mixed round. Good luck! Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1, music. Here we go. Question number 1. Close your eyes. Give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? From a 1988 studio album called Everything, what band gave us the hit song Eternal Flame? Question 2. I'm a lot like you, so please, hello, I'm here, I'm waiting. I think I'd be good for you, and you'd be good for me. What band gave us the 1996 song El Scorcho? Question 3. The 1991 album Time, Love, and Tenderness featured a cover of the Percy Sledge song When a Man Loves a Woman and Barbra Streisand's We're Not Making Love Anymore. What artist gave us that 1991 album Time, Love, and Tenderness? Question 4. 20 years after Steve Miller released the song Fly Like an Eagle, it was covered by an English singer for the 1996 movie Space Jam. What singer gave us the 1996 cover of Fly Like an Eagle? Question 5. Baby, I Live for Loving You. The 5th single from this singer's 1991 album, Into the Light, was the song Live for Loving You. What singer gave us this song? Question 6. In 1997, a song called The Freshman ended up being the breakthrough hit for what alternative rock band? Question 7. In September 1990, a song called Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection hit number 1. Model and actress Judy Aronson, who had appeared in the movie Weird Science, is featured in the video for the song. What band gave us Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection? And that is going to do it for round number 1. Let's check those answers. Question 1 was, close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? From a 1988 studio album called Everything, what band gave us the hit song Eternal Flame? That is the Bengals. Question 2. I'm a lot like you, so please, hello, I'm here, I'm waiting. I think I'd be good for you, and you'd be good for me. What band gave us the 1996 song El Scorcho? That is Weezer. That's a song from their Pinkerton album. Question 3. The 1991 album Time, Love, and Tenderness featured a cover of the Percy Sledge song When a Man Loves a Woman and the Barbra Streisand song We're Not Making Love Anymore. What artist gave us the 1991 album Time, Love, and Tenderness? MB. That is Michael Bolton. Question 4. 20 years after Steve Miller released the song Fly Like an Eagle, it was covered by an English singer for the 1996 movie Space Jam. What singer gave us that 1996 cover of Fly Like an Eagle? Seal. Question 5. Baby, I Live for Loving You. The fifth single from this singer's 1991 album, Into the Light, was the song Live for Loving You. What singer gave us this song? That is Gloria Estefan. Question 6. In 1997, a song called The Freshman ended up being the breakthrough hit for what alternative rock band? The Verve Pipe. It's always been kind of a confusing thing. The Verve Pipe is from East Lansing, Michigan, formed in 1992. They blew up in 97, thanks to that song, The Freshman. But then the very same year, a band just called The Verve from England got big with their song, Bittersweet Symphony. Question 7. In September 1990, a song called Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection hit number 1. Model and actress Judy Aronson, who had appeared in the movie Weird Science, is featured in the video for the song. What band gave us Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection? That would be Nelson.
Round 2.
Jumping into the television round for round number 2 today, here's question number 1. On what series did Marcia Cross play a character named Kimberly Shaw? Question 2. This television network launched on January 11th, 1995 with the debut airing of the sitcom The Wayans Brothers as its first program. A frog was the official mascot of this network, which had a run of about 11 years. What network was this? Question 3. On Married with Children, Bud Bundy had an alter ego that was a street-tough rapper from New York. What was the name of this alter ego character? Question 4. On Beverly Hills 90210, one of the main characters was named Steve. What was Steve's last name? Question 5. Gordon Robinson began appearing on this children's show in 1969. His character is that of a science teacher who owns a brownstone building with his wife, Susan. Gordon is well-liked and respected in the neighborhood. What show is the character Gordon Robinson a part of? Question 6. A black comedy drama that ran from 2001 to 2005 on HBO. It starred Peter Krause as Nate Fisher, whose funeral director father dies and bequeaths ownership of Fisher & Sons Funeral Home to Nate and his other son, David. Name the show. Question 7. Melissa Joan Hart starred as Sabrina on the sitcom Sabrina the Teenage Witch. What is the character Sabrina's last name? And that'll do it for this week's television round. Here come your 7 answers. Question 1. On what series did Marcia Cross play a character named Kimberly Shaw? That is Melrose Place. I believe she was a doctor on that show. Question 2. This television network launched January 11th, 1995 with the debut airing of the sitcom The Wayans Brothers as its very first program. A frog was the official mascot of this network, which had a run of about 11 years. What network was it? That is the WB. Question 3. On Married with Children, Bud Bundy has an alter ego that was a street tough rapper from New York. What was the name of this alter ego character? Of course, we're talking about Grandmaster B. Legend. Question 4. On Beverly Hills 90210, one of the main characters was named Steve. What was Steve's last name? Sanders. Question 5. Gordon Robinson began appearing on this children's show back in 1969. His character is that of a science teacher who owns a brownstone building with his wife Susan. Gordon is a well-liked and respected figure in the neighborhood. What show is the character Gordon Robinson a part of? Sesame Street. So, fun fact, Gordon was the first character ever introduced on the show. Back at the premiere in 1969, he's actually the first character to speak lines ever on Sesame Street. That very first episode of Sesame Street back in 69 centered around Gordon taking a girl named Sally all around Sesame Street. She was new to the neighborhood. Gordon was getting Sally acquainted with the neighborhood and all the characters in the area. Over the years, I think it's now 4 different actors have portrayed the character of Gordon, which makes sense because Gordon on the show is always about the same age, like 60-ish, and the show's been on for almost 60 years, so I guess you got to do that. The guys end up retiring, so they got to go find a new Gordon. So they're on, I think it's Gordon 4. Question 6, a black comedy drama that ran from 2001 to 2005 on HBO. It starred Peter Krause as Nate Fisher, whose funeral director father dies and bequeaths ownership of Fisher & Sons Funeral Home to Nate and his other son, David. Name that show. 6 Feet Under. And question 7, Melissa Joan Hart starred as Sabrina on the sitcom Sabrina the Teenage Witch. What is the character Sabrina's last name? Spellman. When that show first debuted, it was September 27th, 1996, the night it premiered. Over 17 million people watched that premiere. It was a part of ABC's TGIF Friday night programming lineup. Were you a TGIF watcher? I know I was in the early 90s when I was, middle school. So if you're into that stuff, on the other podcast that I do, The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi, I just put out a deep dive episode all about the show Step by Step, which was also a part of that TGIF lineup for 7 years. And we talk all about the whole TGIF thing and, all the shows that were at one point or another a part of TGIF. And then we totally break down and pick apart step by step. So if you want to give that a listen, just look up The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. It should be your most recent episode on there.
Round 3.
Your third and final round today is a mixed round. Question number 1. In the late 80s, Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco formed a fearsome offensive tandem for the Oakland Athletics. What was the nickname of these two players? Question 2. In the 1980 film, The Blues Brothers, what is the first name of the character played by Dan Aykroyd? Question 3. Michael C. Hall played the title character on a Showtime crime drama that ran from 2006 to 2013. His character works as a forensic technician for the fictional Miami Metro Police Department, who leads a secret parallel life as a vigilante serial killer, hunting down murderers who have not been adequately punished by the justice system. Name this show. Question 4. The top grossing film of 2022 starred Tom Cruise along with Miles Teller. Name the film. Question 5. Born in Albany, Georgia in 1930, this singer and musician appeared in a successful series of commercials for Diet Pepsi that debuted during the 1990 Super Bowl. The Diet Pepsi slogan being promoted in these ads was, "The Right One." What singer and musician was the star of this ad campaign? Question 6. There is a song from Phil Collins that was included on the soundtrack to the movie Buster. It was a #1 hit here in the U.S. and a few other countries. 2 music videos for this song were produced. One features Phil Collins as all 4 members in a band named the 4 Pound Notes. The other video features Phil Collins in a wrestling match against pro wrestling star The Ultimate Warrior. What Phil Collins song am I talking about? And question number 7. A craft brewery based in Kalamazoo, Michigan that offers the popular beers Oberon, Two Hearted Ale, and the popular seasonal offering Hop Slam. What is the name of this brewery? And that'll do it for round number 3. Here come your answers. Question number 1. In the late 1980s, Mark McGwire and Jose Canseco formed a fearsome offensive tandem for the Oakland Athletics. Soon now to be the Las Vegas Athletics. They just got approval to move. How about that? What was the nickname of these 2 players? The Bash Brothers. Those 2 actually played together for 7 years and helped the Oakland A's win the World Series in 1989. Do you remember there was a poster that was popular around this time? It was based on the Blues Brothers. There was like a convertible parked next to home plate in the Oakland Stadium. McGwire and Canseco had on like suits and sunglasses, and they were holding like comically large baseball bats, like looking all tough, like the Blues Brothers. It was a popular poster for a while back then. They really played up the Bash Brothers thing. That leads right into our next question. Question 2, in the 1980 film The Blues Brothers, what's the first name of the character played by Dan Aykroyd? Elwood. Question 3, Michael C. Hall played the title character on a Showtime crime drama that ran from 2006 to 2013. His character works as a forensic technician for the fictional Miami Metro Police Department, who leads a secret parallel life as a vigilante serial killer, hunting down murderers who have not been adequately punished by the justice system. Name this show. Dexter. Question 4, one of the more recent questions on today's episode. The top grossing film of 2022 starred Tom Cruise along with Miles Teller. Name the film. Top Gun Maverick. As of me recording this episode, That film has made $1.49 billion. Crazy. Question 5. Born in Albany, Georgia in 1930, this singer and musician appeared in a successful series of commercials for Diet Pepsi that debuted during the 1990 Super Bowl. The Diet Pepsi slogan being promoted in these ads was "The Right One." What singer and musician was the star of this ad campaign? Ray Charles. My Ray Charles story, it's not much of a story. I was in downtown St. Louis going to a big 4th of July weekend festival thing by the Arch, and Ray was performing that night. And as I'm standing at a crosswalk, a van stops right in front of me, just kind of pulls off to the shoulder, right in front of where I'm standing. The doors open, and they get Ray Charles out of the car right in front of me. And I'm like, oh my God, that's Ray Charles. And I just said, hi, Ray. And I kind of gave him a pat on the back. He said hello. And there was a golf cart waiting right there. They got him onto the golf cart and then took him, onto the festival grounds so he could get to the backstage area. Pretty wild. That was probably 99, maybe 2000. Question 6. There is a song from Phil Collins that was included on the soundtrack to the movie Buster. It was a number 1 hit here in the United States and a few other countries. 2 music videos for the song were produced. One features Phil Collins as all 4 members in a band named the 4 Pound Notes. The other features Phil Collins in a wrestling match against pro wrestling star The Ultimate Warrior. What Phil Collins song am I talking about? Two Hearts. It is the most bizarre music video I have ever seen. Two Hearts is just it's got kind of an old-timey swing to it. You just want to snap your fingers. Two Hearts. And the video is The Ultimate Warrior running around body slamming Phil Collins. It's pretty amazing. I love it. Two Hearts, that kind of leads us into this next question. Question 7. A craft brewery based in Kalamazoo, Michigan that offers the popular beers Oberon, Two-Hearted Ale, and the popular seasonal offering Hop Slam. What is the name of this brewery? That is called Bell's Brewery, Bells. And I can tell you, a million years ago, I worked for a large grocery store chain as a beverage manager. So I would be one of the ones ordering in craft beers and things like that. And whenever that Bell's Hop Slam would come out, whatever season it was available for maybe 2 months. People would just go absolutely crazy. We would get phone calls every day, several times a day, from people who were looking for it. Do you have it yet? If so, is there a limit to how many cases I can buy? And the stores, knowing this, we would try to get as much of it as we could. And the distributors were like, you guys can get 5 cases. That's it. It was so regulated, so allotted. It was so sought after. I mean, good for them. They had created a massive cult hit with this beer called Hop Slam. But I never got it. It was $15 a 6-pack at that time. I have no idea what it is today. This is many years ago, but that beer is still out there. And even if you're not a beer person, you have probably noticed this stuff in the stores before. They've got a couple pretty distinctive packages. Their Oberon beer, the logo has a sun on it. Kind of reminds me of the Sublime band logo. And then their one called Two-Hearted Ale has a picture of a trout on it. So anyway, Bell's Brewery. That is your answer for number 7. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. This has been episode 156 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name is Joe Parisi. My website, if you ever want to shoot me a message, say hello, ask a question, it's joeparisivoiceover.com. I'm on Instagram at joeparisivo. And my other podcast that I briefly mentioned earlier, where we take deep dives on specific pop culture topics from the 80s and 90s, that show is called The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi, and that deep dive on Step by Step and ABC's TGIF lineup is available now. You guys have a good week. I'll talk to you in 2 weeks. Thank you for being a part of the show.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.